I'm not in the post office, trust me.
Did you know there is an average of 4.8 million participants aged 6 and older in gymnastics today? Gymnastics is a foundational or introductory sport for all other physical activities. It is a combination sport for different techniques. These techniques include physical fitness, strength, balance, coordination, and much more. Gymnastics is a great way to teach us skills and discipline that we can use in everyday life. Today I'm here to inform you the difference between recreational, competitive, and elite gymnastics. Recreational, competitive, and elite gymnastics are the basis of the levels of all this sport. With research and personal experience, I am here to teach you about this sport. Now let's take a look into how gymnastics works. To begin, recreational gymnastics is the most basic level of this sport. Recreational is defined as something that is done for fun. It takes the least amount of time and effort. Most people begin with recreational in order to decide if they like the sport and if they want to continue. According to the website All Gymnasts, recreational and competitive gymnastics learn the same skills. The only difference is a competitive gymnast may get the skill down pat before the recreational gymnast, and that is because the competitive gymnast has more practice. Most parents put their children into recreational gymnastics because it teaches them the skills without the commitment of competition that elite and competitive have. Now that you know how recreational gymnastics works, let me explain to you how competitive gymnastics differs. As you can see, recreational is done as something fun. Competitive gymnastics is the competition of different levels. Competitive gymnastics requires more time and practice than recreational. According to the article, Understanding Competitive Gymnastics, athletes may compete in compulsory or optional exercises or both. Compulsory routines are based on varying levels of difficulty. Optional routines are based on choreography between the coach and the athlete, making it unique to the gymnast. There are 10 levels in competitive gymnastics, with 10 being the highest. Once you have reached level 10, you now have the opportunity to become elite. As you can see, there are differences between recreational and competitive gymnastics. The two main differences are competition and a level system. Now that you know the difference between competitive and recreational, let me explain to you how elite is the highest point you can reach in this sport. Elite and competitive gymnastics are very similar, both being that you compete. Elite gymnasts are the most talented and most competitive athletes of this sport. They require the most amount of time, effort, and practice than all the other levels combined. According to the website SportsRec, competitive gymnastics, along with elite gymnastics, is extremely important. To become elite, you supersede level 10 and meet the elite requirements. Once you have met all of those requirements, you now have the opportunity of becoming a part of a national team. The most important part of becoming an elite gymnast are medals and rankings. The more medals you have, the higher the ranking, and therefore, the more opportunity you have becoming a part of a national team. Most importantly, you can become a part of the US national team and even the Olympics. As you can see, the different levels of the sport differ between the qualifications. Now let me conclude with a summary of the sport. In summary, recreational, competitive, and elite gymnastics are the basis of the levels of all this sport. Gymnastics is a great sport for people of all ages, including children who are just beginning in physical activity. Gymnastics teaches us great skills and discipline that we can use in everyday life. As you have been informed, there is an average of 4.8 million participants aged 6 and older in gymnastics today. This just goes to show how truly popular this sport really is. The end.
Yay!